happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. This is the Weekend Vibe here on the Scar Radio. What's happening? I am your host, of course. The host with the most, Gidi Cowboy is here. Have a guest in the building. You're going to be meeting him soon. I'm really excited about this edition. It is edition hot. I'm going to be crazy on this one, actually. So don't go nowhere. Stick with me. Let's ride. We'll be right back.
Turn it up. Yeah.
Turn it up this weekend on the Weekend Vibe. Tune in now to the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the Weekend Vibes here on the Scar Radio with me, the Gidi Cowboy. I have a guest in the building. Welcome to the Cowboys of Lagos edition. I have sent Lineo in the building. What's happening? Boop, boop, boop.
Yo, man, you already know.
Hee-haw.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me on Sky Radio. Get it, Cowboy.
Yeah.
Cowboy edition. This like a super dope edition. One of its kind, you know?
One of its kind, man. Yo, man.
So
cheers to that, man. Cheers to that, man.
Greatness, you know.
Listen, you just touched on something that I just wanted to talk about. There's people who feel like Cowboys in Lagos. It's not our culture. It's not, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But the thing is, creativity is recycled. Like there is nothing original anymore.
There's nothing new under the sun.
You know, people are borrowing from cultures.
Right.
You know, you see Beyonce coming down here to borrow from the African culture.
Right.
You see the Chinese going to Hollywood. You see Hollywood going to Bollywood.
Right.
There's an exchange now.
Right.
Exchange of ideas, exchange of like creativity. And this is what fosters the human race.
Right.
Humanity. You know, coming together and blending together.
Yeah, so, I agree. Because I believe in like a cross-marketing kind of, life. Because if you check from everywhere around the world now, like everywhere is like connected. You know, everybody is connected one way or the other. You know, the world is,
we are all interconnected.
Global. So we like getting into that stage now where we have to say we are citizens of the world. You know, we shouldn't be like, I'm a citizen of Nigeria, I'm a citizen of, UK. No. Let's embrace the fact that we are all citizens of the world. Once we start acknowledging that, there will be less racism, there will be less, nepotism around the world. Basically, we need to see ourselves as one. Black, white, whether you're Chinese, you're African,
man, whatever race
you are, we are all citizens of this world. So whatever culture you find yourself, having an inkling to, adopt, it's fine. Just embrace it, enjoy it, and then you can also, you tell more stories if you are a traveler. You tell more stories if you're somebody who, believes in other cultures. You want to learn more about other cultures.
Yeah.
So basically, why not? So, the cowboy thing, you don't really have to, say, oh, I'm African, why should I be a cowboy?
That's it.
Come on.
You don't have to say that.
You don't have to say that.
You don't have to say that,
African,
man.
Then why should I be
the world is a
cowboy?
global village now, man. It's a global village.
The same way you see people emulating our cultures here, and then they're making big multi-million-dollar movies out of Hollywood because they are trying to adapt to what other cultures are like. So they come down to Africa, they learn about Africans, and then they want to be like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Let's do something like this. Let's tell their story. But then don't let us forget about telling our own stories as well.
Thank you.
And then that's one thing I see about, the Gidi Cowboys lifestyle. Is like telling the stories on horses.
On horseback, yeah.
So, so basically that's fantastic. There's like something creative about that. So, and then creativity doesn't stop at that. You gotta keep reinventing yourself. You could have been like, oh yeah, I think I love the Chinese culture, and then you decide to dress like a Chinese.
That's it.
That's it. It's cool.
That's it.
It's not that you're not being yourself.
No.
Or it's not like you're trying to be like them.
It is. You're just expressing
yourself. So cheers to everybody adopting and
cheers to all the creatives.
Culture, man.
Cheers to all the creatives out there who are pushing the force and who are expressing themselves through whichever way and medium they find themselves in. Okay, we'll go on this break. When we come back, we're still gonna be chatting with Lineo. Said Lineo here on the Scar Radio.
Now, are y'all ready out there? here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the Cowboys of Lagos edition here on the Weekend Vibes. My brother's in the building, St. Lineo off the Coney Island. I'm just gonna let you introduce yourself because you haven't for people who don't know you. Well. I know you. But please introduce yourself to the people, man. I think you have to come forward,
Yeah, you know what it is. It's your boy Lineo, aka Saint Coney of Coney Island, Lagos. You know, if you ever heard about Coney Island, I don't know where you're from. So that's what it is. Coney Island, it's a world of its own.
Yeah.
It's a place for good vibes. Good people. We just created Coney Island to be that place where people come and express themselves. It's a free world in Coney Island.
I love it.
Free spirited people are always around. People engage with one another. There's no oppression. There's no intimidating one another. So Coney Island is basically a place where you come and you feel at home. So Coney is home, and I'm so proud to have created something like that, because I've always thought about having a kingdom whereby you just impact people positively. You teach people how to stay happy. You teach people how to give off positive vibes and energy at all time. Because there's so much going on around the world not to give positive vibes to the next
especially
person.
In our country, man. There's a lot, man. You go on the internet, it's like one negative news or the other
all around.
Yo guys, let me tell you guys for free. So I visited the Coney Island a couple of weeks ago, and trust me, everything he said is true. When you go there, it's just a lot of good vibes and just good energy. You see him cool here. When he's there, he's in his element. Just making sure everybody's just okay, is having fun. Now I wanna talk about what inspired the Coney Island. Is it there's a Coney Island in New York?
Yeah, right.
Is this a franchise, or is this
no? Coney Island is a place. Just like when you talk about having certain names around the world. You can say New York. You can name
anything.
You can name anything. You can name your child New York.
As long as you like it.
As long as you like it. I've come to realize that what we've made connections with should always stay with us. Don't let them go. There was a reason for that. In 2000.
No, say that again. What we make connections with.
What we make connections with
should not go.
Should not go away. Always live with it. Always have something. That's where you see when people travel, they get maybe a merchandise or something. It reminds them of the place. It reminds them, I actually felt something different when I was here. So I want to take this with me.
Damn.
And then it stays with you. So whatever you make from it, from that point could have been a turning point to where you are today. So I'll tell you a little story. In 2008, when I first found my foot in the United States, I got into New York, and apparently I had this whole idea in my head, because I was like, okay, I'm going to get here, and then I'm going to meet a whole lot of people, and I'm going to push my music forward. I'm going to do a whole stuff. I just had a dream, right? But then there's always a place and time when things happen. And I got into New York, and there was just this place for me where I found I saw the light. I saw the light.
Man, what did you see? Was it the effect it had on you?
Yeah,
was that?
It was I got into a place called Coney Island.
Yeah.
And in Brooklyn. And it was just a place where you see different people, different talents. You see Mexicans, you see the Latinos, you see different kind of people.
Yeah.
And Jamaicans, they're just there with their guitar, they're writing music, they're playing music for free. Everybody is passing by, you see kids.
Yeah.
And it was just, I just saw the life, wow. everybody is just so free. Like, they are out here and they're enjoying themselves. You know, you go get maybe a hot dog or something. You know, you're just out here and then you're just having fun. And the most amazing thing is that it's as closest to nature, which is right in front of the beach, the Atlantic Ocean. So that alone, you know, nature in its own element, you know, once you get connected with nature, it feels like, you know, all your problems and worries are over. You know, so that gave me, like, you know, it was like a place where I started thinking about my life. You know, I sat down in front of the ocean in Coney Island and I was thinking, where do I go from here?
Damn.
You know, okay, I want to go to America. I want to go to America. Now I'm in America. Where do I go from here? You know, at a point you just sit down and think and ask yourself questions like, am I going back? Am I going to stay here forever? What am I doing?
What was the plan for you going there? Was it to stay or just like...
My plan going there was to go on tour, basically, because I had to go on tour then.
Actually, he's an artist. He forgot to mention that. I don't even know why he forgot to mention that. So I'm
also an artist. You know, I mean, I started way back in 2004. But then in 2008, when I got in the United States, it was for touring purposes. So I was on tour. I visited a couple of states. I was just promoting my music. But the effect Coney Island had on me was that it was the spot where I started thinking about my life. You know, you are far from you're far from where you're from, basically. You're far from home. And then you're sitting right there thinking to yourself, where do I go from here? I mean, the next phase of my life depends on
the decision.
Exactly, the decision I'm making right here.
Now.
And then I started meeting people. You know, I just walk up to people, music related, you know, topics, we vibe. And then, you know, they're not really, you know, giving you a cold shoulder. They just like, oh,
everybody's
from
receptive,
Africa,
man. Yeah,
you know, you're from Africa. Oh wow, what kind of music do you do? Then I go on YouTube, I play my music for them, and then have my laptop. Then I used to have Logic Pro. Then I was like making music, making beats, just going with the flow, getting inspiration. Then in the evening I'll go home, then I'll come back again the next day. So it was like a go-to place.
This story is actually
for me. You know, it was a go-to place for me, and I was constantly there, you know, meeting a lot of people. So right there was where I met the person who linked me to perform at the Apollo Theater. So the Apollo Theater was like,
damn.
It was like, wow, just like that.
You performed at
at the Apollo. Yeah, I mean, then basically I was like the first, you know, Nigerian hip hop artist to ever perform at Apollo. So it was more like a game changer. You know, it was all over the news, and everybody was like, "Oh, Lineo performed at the Apollo.
That's crazy.
And that's because all I had was confidence. And that's how the old cowboy
culture.
You know, it was just the confidence. Like I just made people.
Hold your horses there. So much information that is being given by Lineo here, so of the said Coney Island. We're gonna go on this quick musical break. When we come back, you're gonna be hearing from the horse's mouth. Did you see what I did there from the horse's mouth? So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Now, are y'all ready out there?
Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the Weekend Vibes here, and this edition is the Cowboys of Lagos here. I have sent Lineo here in the building, and we have been having so much fun, and we've just been excited talking about the journey so far as Cowboys. So from performing at the Apollo Theater, do you still do music now? You still do music, right?
Yes, I still do music, but not putting, any materials out basically until, when I feel ready.
Yeah.
What it is. But
I like the way you do your music now.
Yeah, just
when you feel like it.
Yeah, when I feel like
when you're comfortable, you're not doing it because you want to
Right.
I feel like that's the best way to do it though.
Right.
Because
the passion lives with you, like you said, So you can only go fetch it when you want. So right now, like I've got like so many things that I'm engaged with. So I just feel like if I'm to do music now, I need to give it like my full attention, like business wise. So, but then who knows? You know, I'm gonna put out some materials anytime soon.
Can't wait, man.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes when you go to the Coney Island, you can see him perform live and direct.
Yeah, just live music basically.
Live music.
Yeah, live music.
The Coney Island opened when?
We open. Every day of every week. What we do basically is we do like packages. So it depends on when you make your bookings and when you want to come. So weekends, Saturday, Sunday, those are like days for vibes on the beach. But weekdays as well, vibes on the beach. So the weekdays we're open as well. So it's just to get the right package and come over.
I love it. Now let's talk about your connection with horses. How long have you been riding for?
Oh well, I've been riding for about 2 years now.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 years. I've loved horses
from the beginning.
From the beginning,
yeah.
Apart from being, coming from a royal family background.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm from
Ijebode.
Yeah, I'm from Ijebode, and
okay.
We're from one of the ruined houses. So like they have this festival they do. It's called Ojudioba.
I think I know that festival.
Yeah,
they have horses.
So you have to like come out.
You have to take me there, bro.
Yeah,
you have to take me there, bro. I've seen that festival,
each
man.
royal homes do come out with their horses every year and celebrating Ojudioba. So basically, since I was a kid, I used to attend. They just probably just put me on the horse, but now for a very long time, I never, went back home. I never went back home. I never did none of those things. But,
man, you should, man.
But then I just saw that there was actually like a royal connection to me and horses. So
So your dad is a king or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad was a king. So now that I'm getting to love horses, so I'm like, okay, I need to add this to my brand. And then. When I had my 15 years anniversary in the game, which also falls on my birthday, then I did my manager was like, oh, so what theme are you doing? I was like, Cowboy, of course. Cowboy, that means we need a band, we need to get this, we need to get that. And I okay, yeah, cool. And I had the horses and stuff around, and people came in their, cowboy hats, even ladies.
That's crazy,
and,
man.
Took pictures with, with horses, and and my grand entrance before performance.
I saw the video.
It was like me coming in the horse, so I'm like, oh shit, that was cool. And it's like this old cowboy thing is making sense. But sometimes you've actually been living a life, but you've never just really put a meaning to it.
Paid attention to it.
You never paid attention. Yeah. So I've always been like that. Even when I, from my dress sense and everything, I've always had a touch of, but I never knew that, I never knew that, okay, this is like where you belong.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited because, we live in a society where people are stifled creatively. They're told to just be in a box to box themselves, and I feel like this generation are going against that grain and just deciding to push, so it is really exciting to see someone who is actually living that life as well, and it's telling people as well that look, you can be anything you want to be. You can be anything you want to be. But that festival in Ijebode, you see, I feel like those are the times where we can tell our stories now.
Right.
What is the history behind that one? What is the connection with horses? Why did they use horses? Why do they use horses in telling that story?
Yeah, for the Ojudioba in Ijebode, basically, it's basically royal. Back in the day, horses are the Rolls Royce.
Yeah, true, bro. True, man.
So basically, for you to be a king, a chief, in the society, you need to come correct.
come on horse.
Yeah, so they come on horses, right? So that's tell you that, like, if you're a cowboy, you're definitely royal.
That's it.
You're royal.
Oh, man.
You know, you're royal.
Where's the wisdom, man?
So that's what it is. So it's part of the culture. You know, the horses are part of the culture, you know, of the royal family. So you have to come out with your horses. So how many horses you got and stuff like that. And when they go into war, they go on horses and everything. So
I love it.
So nowadays we just come out to celebrate, you know, with the horses.
The heritage.
Yeah, yes. So keeping the dream alive.
Amazing stuff right here. It is the Weekend Vibes, the Cowboys of Lagos edition right here on Scar Radio. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this musical break. Oh,
Turn it up. Yeah.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe. Tune in now to the Scar Radio.
welcome back to the show. Still the Weekend Vibes here, the Cowboys of Lagos edition. With Lineo here in the building off the Coney Island. Of course, I'm the Gidi Cowboy. Excited to just talk about everything from entertainment, lifestyle, horses, and just everything, man.
That's what it is. You know, so many things to do. Actually, I feel like a lot of times we all try to put ourselves in a box. You know, we feel like because we're from this part of the world, then we should just remain who we are.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's like a distorted, you know, mentality. You know, we should explore. You know, we should crave adventure because there's always a lot happening on the other side. You know, if you don't leave your comfort zone, you can actually be in comparison with anything. You know, it's when you leave your comfort zone, you see that, there's a need for you to do more. There's a need for you to, get more into your creative, calling, do something different. You know, we can't just keep ourselves, enclosed, and then we feel like, we know it
too
all.
Comfortable.
We get too comfortable, really. So let's express ourselves. Let us all, let's seek adventure, basically. Let's go beyond what we've been told.
Let's go, man. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it, man.
What is your plan moving forward with this whole brand? Because for me, you see, I do my movies, I do radio, I do media, I'm just telling my stories on horseback. For you, what is the end product for you now? Will I say end product, or what is the
like a next phase?
Yeah. Or where do you want to take this whole brand to?
Right. For me, like I said, I'm looking for a platform where a lot of people can also have the lifestyle added to who they are already. And then aside of that, I think we should have a lot of events that are themed around the cowboy culture.
Yo, hallelujah.
We can have
hallelujah,
event, man, that's centered around the cowboy culture.
That's it, bro.
We can also create so many activities around that. I have endless, possibilities. When it comes to that,
and
because I feel like we can still, even have like an annual, cowboy festival.
Amen, bro.
Annual cowboy festival, annual festival, cowboy
endless,
festival, and
man.
everybody's in their cowboy hats and just embracing other cultures.
And it's beautiful. I feel like it is time. Look, I'm looking into the camera now. I have to be passionate about this because this is what I do. Okay. We have to be open-minded. We have to embrace the world for what it has now become. The reality is that people are no longer clinching too hard to where they are from. No, you have to explore. You have to spread your tentacles, and that is what we are trying to do here with this. Now,
right.
I see you with the Ministry of Tourism.
Yeah.
I see you guys are cooking some things up.
For me, I've always loved hospitality. I've always loved tourism. If you, take it back to, when I said, I was in the United States and stuff, basically it's been part of me, traveling has been part of me, how I can, push our culture, around the world, and also get from them, with mine, and then we create something great. So with the Lagos tourism, we're just trying to promote and also let people know that there are different tourist location and attractions, in Nigeria as a whole. But starting with Lagos, let us embrace our waterways. Let us also promote the beach lifestyle. We have all these things around us, and then why do we always have to, travel? And then we spend a lot of money. So what about we can invest the money back home? And as long as the government is also giving us room, and they're also giving us policies that would encourage people to want to do such businesses. So basically, I was just really appealing to the government, for them to give us the room to be able to do all that, so we don't get policies that would discourage, prospective investors. Security, let's buff up our security. Let people out there feel safe before they even get here. And with Coney Island, we've been doing a lot. We've been, promoting, beach tourism. We've been promoting, the beach lifestyle and making it part of our culture as well. I mean, one beach, one beach a day, ain't gonna hurt nobody, man.
Man. Crazy, man. Loving it. So we appeal to the government, man. Don't make policies that will stifle the growth of our tourists. And we have, funny thing is, we have really, really great tourist attractions here. Lagos is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, we do.
The media tries to paint it, but we have really, really cool places here.
We do.
If the Ministry of Tourism can tap into and provide an enabling environment for the youths and creatives to showcase the true beauty of Lagos, I feel like it's gonna help a long way.
Yeah. For a while now, you find out that a lot of people, like now from outside Africa, if you check the statistics, people visit Ghana often.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a trip already planned for Ghana.
So you know what the Ghanaians did? Like, they have all these tourist attractions. They had to actually invest in those sites. You see, I can make citations to like the Elimaka Castle. Also, they also have in Cape Coast. They have this, there's a slave point of no return.
Point of no return.
They actually like centered around those things, and then they make it more attractive out there.
Even our celebrities, man.
Even celebrities from Hollywood, they're coming back home and they want to visit Ghana. So we have the Badagry is there. We have a couple of beautiful ocean fronts. When it comes to resorts, just like Coney Island now, around Coney Island we have all the beach resort as well, and that's what I keep telling people. Let's open up these spaces. It's no competition. We are all trying to achieve one goal, which is make this oceanfront, a tourist attraction. We are not trying to say, Coney Island is the only place, but then let's make the old oceanfront tourist friendly. Let's save the earth. Let's also, work towards renewable energy, because we don't want the ocean to even we don't want to have like a ocean surge, into our land. So we're also trying to tell people to, keep the ocean front clean, so we can have an adaptable society. So basically there's so much that we're trying to do as, Coney Island. We are really trying to do a lot. We're trying to educate people even about how to, preserve, the water lives. We are trying to tell people how to keep the ocean clean. Don't drop plastics and stuff and that. So we have a whole lot we're doing in our environment as a whole. So another thing is what we do is sometimes we see all the sea turtles, they come out.
Yeah, I was going to go into
ocean.
Turtles, man.
Yeah, they come out of the ocean and they're just looking for a safe nest to lay eggs.
So you guys create like a space where they
create a space for them. So
nice.
we rescue, the turtles, and then we take care of them till they, lay eggs. And when they hatch the eggs, sometimes we just have like an occasion where we release the baby turtles into the ocean, so they can go back into their life. So
Lineo,
it's a culture for us. It's a culture for us.
Love it, man. We're still here, Cowboys of Lagos. We're having an interesting conversation, man, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this musical break. Boom.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
Welcome back. Still the Weekend Vibes here on Scar Radio. It is the Cowboys of Lagos edition with the Saint Lineo here and I, the Gidi Cowboy. And we're just talking about everything lifestyle, the cowboy lifestyle here in the city of Lagos. Yo, we're gonna hit them big, bro.
We're coming,
man. We're gonna hit them big with like a lot of stuff lined up, man. Like, and I feel like this would be an avenue to let people also know that they can express themselves in whatever fields that they find themselves in. What do you think about that?
Well, I've always been an advocate for positive energy, anything positive. I always try to promote, positivity, and I tell people most times, no matter what situation you find yourself, no matter where you are in life, you should never, forget that you need to stay happy, because that's like that's one thing you should, take as your obligation.
That's it.
Be obliged to being happy, because when you're happy, you're doing a lot of good to the society. Because people will see you, they can tap from your happiness. No matter what they go through, they'll say, "Oh, when I'm around this guy, I get this happy vibe." So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
and that is marketable.
So really, a lot of people just work and they forget to leave. And then when you ask them, they say, "Oh, I have to earn a living." How do you earn a living when you are working and you're forgetting to leave? So you are killing what you're supposed to, live with at the end of the day. So I always try as much as possible to promote good vibes. Just make sure as you are working, don't take life too serious. Because you never outgrow challenges. Basically, you never outgrow challenges.
They probably
will always be not the finish. So try to enjoy. You'll never outgrow your challenges. Challenges will always be there, but how you continue living with those challenges is what matters, and that's what makes a difference. So everyone out there, like I encourage them to always make a difference. No matter what you do, always stay happy and give positive vibes.
I love
that's
it.
what it is.
Love it.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
Let's talk about the horses now. Those horses on the beachfront. We see that those horses are malnourished. They lack equipment. They lack tack, proper tack, and it breaks my heart. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
What can we do to help these kids now in terms of like enlightening them on how to take care of the horses, how not to overwork them, because this horses are overworked and underfed and this is not taken care of. I never ride them.
Right.
When I go to the beach, I do not ride them because I feel like I'm hurting them.
Right.
But I feel like we have a responsibility to create a platform where we can
adopt and
and even get the attention of even the international communities to look into the plight of these horses and create more like an animal shelter for these horses, and make sure they're taken care of, get tag for them. What do you think about that?
I think one time I remember last year, there was this horse, they were riding in front of Coney Island, and I called the guy. I said, "Oh, what's the name of your horse?" He said Shaggy. I'm like, "Oh, hi Shaggy," and I'm like, "Oh, Shaggy looks hungry," and it was like, "Yeah, it's gonna eat in the evening," and I'm like, "Wow, what does it eat?" Then it started telling me different stuff. He gets this, he gets that. So, okay, I was like, okay, what if I want to feed Shaggy? Would you get him the food? I'm not giving you this money to earn, because that's where they get it wrong. Mm-hmm. They are putting the horses out there to earn money. Right? And I'm like, I'm not giving you this money. Like, I'm giving you this money for Shaggy, to get Shaggy food, and it's like, oh wow, nice. And I got his account number. I'm like, okay, call me, anytime. So basically, I feel like if we can create like a foundation, for horses, and then making sure that we provide proper enlightenment and education for the guys that are taking care of the horses, so that they know what the horses need at a particular time, and then they feed them regularly, and also not overwork them. So I think if we can create like a foundation, like maybe like something from the Gidi Cowboys, and then we'll be like, this is a donation, how many horses are we able to like look out for, so as we care for people, let's care for animals.
Amazing stuff. And it is we have to take care of our animals, especially those horses. They serve us, so we should serve them as well.
Exactly.
We'll be right back, and when we come back, we're gonna wrap things up with some Lineo here. Oh man, I feel bad that we don't have your music here to play. I really want to feel your songs though.
Oh yeah, that's if you can get Funky Eye.
Funky Eye on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. Funky Eye on YouTube.
We're gonna vibe to Funky Eye on YouTube in a beat. Let's go.
Now,
are y'all ready out there?
Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on The Scar Radio.
Welcome back. We just got from a high.
Yes, what it is.
With Lineo here of the St. Coney Island. Man, that song was dropped in 2011.
Yes, yeah.
Man, that's a long time. But
yeah.
The song is actually
was way ahead of time.
Yeah, that's what I want to say, man. Like, it still bangs, it slaps heavy, man.
Way ahead of time. And sometimes when I listen to my records that I did back then, I'm like, I was born this visionary, basically. I always like to do things futuristically. So at a point when I knew that, like the music around needs to change. You need to change the sound.
Change it yourself.
And I changed it myself. And I started
switched it up yourself.
doing research and stuff, to the point that I even stumbled on some guys from Angola. They called Buruse Sisama. And they do Kuduro music, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna infuse Kuduro music, I'm gonna infuse Afrobeat, and I'm gonna infuse EDMs. So I just created everything all together, like sleepless nights, doing research on the internet, and then I got my laptop, with that then producer. I'm like, yo, I know you're making some dope beat, but bro, we gotta do something different. Like, this is how the kick is gonna sound. This is how the percussions are gonna go. This is how, the synth is gonna go. And this is how we're gonna, and that's how we, created Funky Eye. So, and I started, promoting a genre called Afro Hip House.
Afro hip
Yeah, Afro hip house, and until today, you know, I'm like the crooner of Afro hip house, you know. And now, like after like 8 years, and then you see people doing Afro hip house, I've just listened to it. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
You're the vision.
You know, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And you know, promoting something that you research on, sometimes, you know, you just want to break from the norm. Basically, I believe in anything you're doing, always, you know, be there to be different. You know, break from the norm. Don't do the regular stuff because everybody is doing it. You know, do your own research and create something out of it.
Different, man.
You know, create something out of it.
And that's what we're doing, man. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
You know,
you guys should look out for us, man. The Cowboys of Lagos. We're coming to take you guys by storm, man. Yo, so Lineo, thank you so much for hanging with us, man. Are there any last words you want to drop? Your digits, your social media handles, that people go check out what you guys are all about.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on Scar Radio.
Yeah.
The Cowboy edition.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. I still remain your homeboy, Lineo, aka Sasenkoni. You already know what it is. You can follow me on my social media platforms at Lineo Official, Lineo Official. On IG, that's what it is. And you can also follow Coney Island, Lagos. You know, if you want, you know, you're down for some beach time, you know, time on the beach, get some good beach vibes, come and head to Coney Island, Lagos.
And look, man, there's gonna be a collaboration, man. You guys should be on the lookout. Gidi Cowboys and Coney Island is gonna happen pretty soon, man. Sooner than you expect.
Something exceptional, man.
It's gonna be something. We're gonna keep it in the bag for now, but it's gonna take Lagos by storm. It's gonna be the first ever, man. It's gonna be like a festival, man.
True that.
So you guys should be in the loop. I'm gonna keep you guys posted, man. Go check out Coney Island, check out San Lineo on the social media platforms as well. Thank you so much for coming, man, on the platform.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's always great to have a cowboy on the show. I've had a lot of cowgirls, and he's the first cowboy on the show. What are you talking about?
This is a great edition, man. Special edition. Thank you.
Yo, man, thank you so much, man, for hanging with me, man, on the Weekend Vibes here on the Cowboy special here. Yeah, please make sure you check out our website, www.thescarradio.com. Check out Instagram at The Scar Radio. Check us also on Twitter at Scar_radio, man. We offer you 24 hours quality entertainment. Also, to check me out on Instagram and Twitter, it is Gidi_Cowboy. Till I come your way again next week, keep riding, stay blessed, and stay jiggy. Let's go.